now. Mini
Right,
showing
final
how capable
map.
he can be, and as the Viper in this
Pistols
setup, very
are
often you're going to see him away from the rest of the team.
3-1, I think, was it to
Procs
mates? Yeah, that's
instead
right.
this time
3-1 to mates,
control the
3
short
sheriffs.
space as this attacking default once again begins towards the B site.
Heretics putting priority towards getting the long orb and utility there as well as they come back to Hookah to re-clear.
Double push
At the
through
same time,
showers.
There's a little couple of players start to stretch
I
their
mean,
legs
it's
from
looking
showers.
great.
Like I said, fresh tape on this
Uh-oh.
map. Heretics are so well prepared for this A finish as it was against Foot, so they clear out all of the
Who had to
controlling
bail him out?
showers. Gentamates
They now know there's both
previously
there, though.
opting to plant back sight, and
Oh,
Kamek with the
flag.
spike on his back might just be
Tap of
looking
the
to do
spike,
exactly that.
take.
But it's the
Dude,
frag
are they
on
gonna
Boo that
try
he's wanting
pinch
to
through
take
spawn?
first.
Just to note, there is still one player outside of showers.
They're trying to
so
pinch B
I think
through spawn.
Want to go and finish on B. The players now know about it, but it's still Heretics to trade to an advantage, and that's 2 players to the good now.
Benji potentially caught in a pinch here as well. Back to the wall of Hookah means he's a very difficult clear. The timing is on his own terms and conditions. Between Mini and Comeback, though, it's a 2 versus 4 situation. Benji only needs 1, if that.
Next to his wall, but does get caught. So something in which Gentlemates can work
When
with.
2 go behind and they don't
Now
take
let's
the
look at the
TP.
retake. Where's it coming in
Boo's
from?
really
Already
late.
a
Double
semblance
smoke on
of
this,
it
though.
from the attacker side of the map, traditionally, and as Comeback is getting ready to clear through elbow towards spawn, they have an idea of this, and such advantageous positioning. Mini really aggressive though.
Yeah, and he's not got a lot of health to work with either. Needs to be careful and not leave Comeback all alone. But as the players jump out, they're caught. Mini now left to his own devices as he tries to catch
early commit.
at least
Wasn't
one
punted for
clean
him.
fight. He won't get it. Heretics will win the first
Yeah, I think they
pistol
thought
on this
maybe
map.
the
I mean,
more were
it's the first
pushing
pistol they've won all
through,
game.
I guess, showers. Maybe they thought it was a
The second
free
pistol
pass
they've
and
won all
push.
game.
Yeah, but it's the first pistol of
Then they
of
thought
that
they might be able to
specific map.
pinch over towards B through spawn.
I suppose that is true.
I could have said it in a better way.
Yeah,
A lot
no, it's
easier than
fine.
they did.
It's all good. We're learning here, as are Gentlemates. It was
it's
an
a nice
attacking
shot.
round which mutated after
2,
showing a lot of the
3 on
same
pistols.
DNA from their opener against
Oh.
Foot, as I said, and Heretics looking
Okay.
pretty well prepared to
We
deal
gotta pay
with
attention.
the different
'cause
lanes
he might
of
have
the
just-
map and extremity
he might have
control,
just
something
messed
which
up.
is so important
Everyone
on
can
Bind.
survive one
for
shot.
those who are just getting familiar with it again.
Interestingly
all
enough, Comeback
prioritize
is
heavy
actually
armor.
forced on towards an
It's
outlaw
almost as
with
if they
heavy
expected
shields.
this is
Unfortunately for him,
the likely
every single
outcome that
player
he's gonna
on
buy
Team
this.
Heretics have heavy shields, so there's nobody going to be within 1-shot range.
Nade set up to flush Gentlemates out of showers, but the orb has already been picked up. Grouping to send this A-ward.
Heretics
Default
prep,
Viper
yeah,
wall that
they
could
know
scale
it. They
quite
know his
comfortably
tendencies,
behind
know
it,
what he likes to
shifting
do.
up. No real information. Boo would be forced to face check.
Back in a flash.
It's into that outlaw that we highlighted.
Dash has been activated, and well, Comeback is going to be
Fair
able
play,
to
though.
get the first here.
The guns,
with ease making
wait, is
their
that-
way into Lambs.
This is the only one that wasn't a gun,
Heretics
right?
giving that respect, dropping off, playing for a truer retake, and with Woot finding that kill,
dude.
getting a double
Lovely
reveal.
fade out. They get
Players
round the
behind
corner
wall,
and
unfortunately enough for him, missed shots by
No
both
way, he
players.
took the time in though.
Woot finally getting it with a better fire rate and bigger magazine.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a bit
I guess he
stinky
just had to
in
go with the
end.
pistol or hit the
Woot
shot.
30 seconds
knows what he needs to do, and there's plenty of delay here to try and deny.
Wait,
his
what
big
happened
plan.
there, dude?
In the end, Heretics will have 4
He just accepted
up
it
and
in
available
sight.
for the next round, or 4 buys at least.
Yeah. You're wondering who it is that takes the hit.
Let
We saw Mini
Simon come
before.
back to
Happy to drop
EDG,
a gun over, and I
please.
think the case may be the
Bro,
same
did he
here.
read the fallout?
Nice opener from
That is
Comeback.
never happening.
Like the Mini on our team was saying, the talent team, we need to see Comeback in hot form if there's any chance for this comeback to happen. I say comeback. It's a word that I keep thinking about because every single map we see,
Did he check for
well,
spiders?
Gentlemate's building up a lead from the defender side first, but the fact that Heretics have started here,
Another
found themselves
outlaw.
in this
Dude,
position,
this is my IGL. My fragging
is a
IGL
very
is
big
taking the
thing
hit every
because
time.
To add on one extra thing about that, it's the big talking point of Heretics before was always when they're behind, they stay behind. When they're in front, they stay in front. They have the lead early.
Vikaj needs to be careful as there's players peeking
Bring
into
them
him.
down.
He's not really managed to get a lot of damage off.
Would you coach Furia? Dude, what do you want my answer to be here? You want me to go, yeah, man, I'm really excited to coach a team that doesn't speak my language, that is losing every game.
The 3 players stacked up here, and sure, Benji low on toxins, so...
But as many boos, Outlaw that was facing down, it's comebacks instead who gets the kill, and now he's one off of his ulti.
And Mini Sheriff, no problems. What a shot! A flick onto Rians.
They actually get
a couple
of upgrades here as well.
The B side into post. Heretics will throw every last gun they have at this, but it is not all too much.
Yeah. And how do you even get past this first bit here as well, right?
Yeah.
Who doesn't have any smokes to maybe go through in towards elbow, so it will be the exit game.
Teammates as well, sort of sending it mid-round here, where previously they had executed quite late. A lot of teams. Very strong utility combos available to them as well. They would really like to get some of these ults online. It's Vekash to farm up the last couple of players.
Still no online for this one, but there's a lot of pressure on the sides. Comeback's one away from his ult. It's very strong exec ult. And they hit some nice shots in this round.
And well, everybody getting found out by Gentlemates will allow those orbs to grow a little bit better right into this, and as you've already mentioned, comebacks ulti being one off will point them towards
the liquid
that
corrode, I
orb,
thought it was very good,
look
yeah.
at Benji to try and deny the orb. He's actually taking a pretty
so Heretics kind of on top of this one. They know that they're gonna go aggro for one of these.
Look to try and gain that space. Rien's taking a long line of sight, doesn't get the kill that he was looking for. Woot will elsewhere.
Big kill.
Such a big duel to win as well. The Prowler
fade.
just reconfirming there is no Gentlemate's presence outside of A, not least towards the Showers side of things. Rian's catches wind that there are a few players here, but not how many. It's the ult coming through now.
Yeah, the players
Rien's really wanted to dodge that ult.
Try to at least on towards the site comeback. Finding Rien's, and the players are starting to pivot, trying to make their way on
a lot of damage done, and you got Woot holding the line here.
And well, there's plenty of damage on these players if they try to get out of the choke, and well, Heretics are basically on a foot race.
They've already won. They've crossed the finish line. They are waiting for Gentlemates to arrive at the site now. All 4 players through short, they know they're here.
There's only one that's actually got the full health and not clearing the corner is going to be a disaster now. As Heretics
I was going to say might want to fade on this one. It's the big round. Hit all 3 so they know where everyone is.
Spike is down and a post plant to work with.
Didn't really manage to capitalize too much on it. They only just got the info. Does mean that Benji can just speed up though.
Coming through Benji Fishy. Will he activate at the right time? Well, the sound has come up at the right time for the players.
Woot's way too good right now.
They're still trying to get something in which they can work with, but catching Benji Fishy will actually give a little bit more safety. Woot on for the ace. One more to find. Denied. 1 versus 1. Up against.
Oi, nice shots, bro.
And it'll be
nice shots.
to find it.
Oh, it could get close. Could get close. No snowball.
His performances so far had been called into question, but there is nothing more damning than a clutch in that situation. Such an advantage for Heretics back into the retake. The players all stuck on site. Woot tenderizing them. It was a 3 versus 2, and then in the 2v1, Prox finds his. He won one of these on Ascent as well. You're gonna have impact. That's one way to do it.
The big round 2 win, especially when
they only have one bacon, to be honest with you.
With all the players being so low, right?
Dude, force them down to an eco. They got the ult picked up at the end for comeback as well. They beat the smoke here as well, so they might be tempted to like contact this a little.
Sheriff's on Heretics. Comeback has found himself the upgrade to the operator.
Yeah,
but
it gets a little weird now because they have double. I mean, they kind of want that gun.
Rians catches info on the B long play, and this time
he keeps them interested in long, and they triple push out for a hookah.
Moshpit straight in, and another reaction from Heretics.
Oh my god, this timing is wild.
Dude,
this is the spike.
Out. I think it's comeback they're going to catch here instead. 3 players.
Yeah, he's only going to be good for at least 1 kill.
Shot.
He is. It doesn't quite
that's
get
greedy.
the second. Tries to
The great
double
shot,
tap,
man.
and
Look at some of the
that's
shots
not
they're
what
getting
you
here.
want to be doing at the same time. Gentlemates now look to try and take more space on A and give a little bit of breathing room for this spike to go down.
Once again, it's Mini lurking on this Viper, collecting extra space for the rest of his team, and calling the shots, the macro, so much easier when he doesn't have to focus on the group.
Astro.
Now,
No,
all
just
the
done.
bodies are here for Heretics, and again, just to note, they are
Kamek
one
gets a
player
kill,
to
he gets
the
his
good.
ult.
Cosmic
Always
Divide
gives him a
goes
lot of
in
space here.
from the attack, so that
What do
there
they
is
got?
an easier
Wingman
line
to go
hold.
through,
It
mini
is Sheriffs,
boo, must be
and
tempted to
at
ult.
closer range will do more damage. No 145 tax, and we're even going to get the showstopper as well from Mini Boo, and those two players grouped up towards Showers instead. The ultimate goes elsewhere, on towards the spike. A tap still gets the kill onto Mini. I didn't think that was going to happen.
Oi, bro. I cannot get over how insane Woot is playing. I actually can't get
It's a
over
base
it.
safeguard thrifty for them,
So
snatched
stupid.
out of thin air, from right beneath the feet of mates. I said, Heretics and Sheriffs, what could they offer? Comeback does a great job to get away with one, but like I said before, it's those micro details. He looks for another, gets punished.
Do we have time?
And Benji locks in real quick, but they know that is a huge round to win.
Yeah, a lot of guns picked up as well. There's so many of them. So many of them surviving. Insane rounds. Really good money. There's 4 people for Gentleman's to combine next, 2 people for Heretics. But you would imagine there's some kind of drop in the fish. They didn't check close right, and there's a fade eye at the top, and Mini Boo's just sending it.
Goes hunting for the kill and gets what he was looking for. Gentlemates being prey. Looks like they could continue to do so as there's more delay coming through from the defense.
Comeback still has a full belt of utility here, though, to try and affect the round on the waylay.
Concealment.
Her talents are really suited at dive bombing into those difficult areas and being able to disengage at a moment's notice, but he will lead the task at hand towards B instead, where Benji is the solo anchor again towards the late stages of the round. Heretics should start to think about a rotation.
Happy to depend upon Benji,
The hell is that?
who we all
On the
know
edge.
is good at holding these sites. It's his domain, it's his dominion, and unfortunately he's given it up. The crown has been vacated on the B site, and that spike will go down.
Right into elbow yet again. Benji still
Yeah, I
hanging
mean,
around.
it's pretty
just
much all down to the Gecko
dictating the
utils
pace, holding
retake.
the smoke, stopping any players from pushing through, but it's between Prox and Comeback. They are the ones that can really shift this in the favor of mates. It's Comeback, in fact, probably by himself now in elbow.
Gentlemates are going to have to be fearless here as the players come through, and Vekaj gets
man, the
all
lineup.
4 players with his ultimate, but still traded out. A 2 versus 4 in which they need to clutch, and it's up to Comeback to give us something
bullet.
special, but just
There's been
misses out.
so many
And now
insanely
Heretics can
close
put a
rounds
little
just
bit
in this best of
daylight
3.
between them and Gentlemates.
Those last couple of bullets as well. I mean, Comeback in a Pacific jersey, you'd never see him miss those final few shots. Something slightly off. And now, out of this round, where the tempo was set immediately by Heretics, Gentlemates need some composure.
Oh, what a shot that is.
We're gonna call the first timeout of this final map before things start to slip too far away from them.
Yeah. Time to take a minute.
Mr. West
to
is
think
gone.
about
Thanks so much
things,
for the
take a
prime.
breath,
Thank you. Thanks for the 7
I
months.
mean, it's time now to
Appreciate the support, mate.
Heretics.
Sure. We'll go ahead and digest the numbers here in terms of
The 3rd best
their
team on Bind
performances
globally.
on this map. 3rd best team on Bind globally, at least by win rate, 71%. And yeah, it's the tried and true. It's a composition which we'd seen pioneered throughout last year. Gecko, since his introduction, has been favored by a lot of teams all the way back at the
think
very early
Gentlemates have top
stages.
4
It
potential.
was the Sage, the Wall Plant, right?
Don't
But
really know where to
now
place
it's
them
the
at the
Wingman
moment,
instead
to be honest.
get that spike
They have
down
some
and
insane
give you a little
halves.
bit more freedom of movement in your post
And then
plants
they
to be
just don't.
looking for those jewels
At the
when
same time
it
as
is
well.
so heavy to that sense anyway.
They got
with the
good
amount of
potential.
volleys,
They for sure
utility
got good
that you have to
potential.
throw down
The
in
problem
those
is, mate,
situations,
if they
but
don't get wins
haven't really
now,
seen that interplay all too much
potential's
so far
great,
between
but
the two.
the
The
actual
worrying thing for
circumstance
me
of the
now
org
as we
is
start
not
to
great.
head into the next couple of
Like, it's good for the
rounds, as we look
players.
at the
They
economy
can
stage,
probably
just for a moment,
get
Hazard,
onto other teams
and
if
that
it doesn't go well,
Gentlemates are
but
now starting to
like the
fall
org
into a
needs
bad
wins, man. It needs to
eco
stay in
cycle,
the
right? They're gonna be
franchising.
on bye, then half bye, or
Or at least, like,
eco rounds. And well,
have a
Heretics,
chance at
we've
ascension
seen
by
it
getting to
before, right?
playoffs.
When they're on these anti-ecos, how good they are at putting them to bed.
I still think we're at that point where it's like an EMEA
Mini has a pit.
front.
Put that up.
Like you got Fnatic,
There's half a chance. Take the
Heretics,
air out the lungs
Liquid,
of Heretics.
and
Play
then
up close
you
with
got like
Stingers, come back
everyone
as
and then
one
Apex,
off
it
of the
feels like.
convergent path, so that's why they're
And I feel like
prioritizing
everyone in this
speed
place can
long
kind of
ball.
beat everyone
The way that
else.
Heretics have been
And then
playing,
sometimes they
have
can get
they've
upsets
fought
against
showers
these, but
multiple
not
times,
consistently.
when it comes to beat, maybe one player on an angle from deep sight, but that's about it.
That's what it feels
Benji
like.
just looking to get the information and get out.
Or
Doesn't want
Apex.
to be
I mean, I just don't think they're
hanging
leaning
around
into
for
their
too
strengths
much,
too
and
much.
that's already why we see him drop off.
Work's cut out for him. The utility gives him a heads up, and this one way which he's been using with the orb is really nice.
My ultimate is ready.
He doesn't want to run through the toxins too quickly because he'll want his wall perhaps. Not yet knowing if the push is hookah, but it is
Nice
just
kill.
straight in the sight, and he deletes comeback.
Yeah, 100%.
Dude, look at that
The
util that was nice
ultimate
from
not opted
Heretics.
for, and well, the spike isn't even going to go down either, which is a disaster in terms of Gentlemates' future rounds. And Heretics, again,
Okay, they have
very
so many
professional
ults for this big
disciplined
buy round.
and dealing with that push.
So many
As
ults.
soon as we were talking about Gentlemate's potential win conditions coming through ultimates, Heretics are heading into the business end of their own ult cycle. Benji and finding those kills, bringing up the pit. Orbital strike, Thrash is there.
Yeah,
One
the
of the
util is good,
showstopper,
man.
and Woot not too far
Util
away
is good.
either from his own Nightfall, so there is so much to be concerned of if you're Gentlemates.
If you're, to be honest, Hazard, though,
Where are
if you're Gentlemates and the fans here, you need a little bit of hope, right? And for me, right now, there's not a lot to be hopeful of.
Suppose so. Like we mentioned earlier, 5v4s.
Okay,
That's an
Prowler
area
clears all the way over
where
towards
Gentlemates
Showers.
can
Tap
look
of
to deliberate,
the orb. No trap
negotiate their
play.
chances, I suppose.
Tap of the orb, trying to bait with an audible, but it's not really worked. Still, the stack holds on towards B, and most importantly, Miniboos opt towards long.
But they can cross right
Western
side.
Cloud does mean that the Gentlemates players
they
can
could have a
walk
good
out the
X,
side
like,
of it without being spotted, and the recall of the Nebula has also called that into
Yeah, as long as this
question.
flash goes
Once
in before
more,
anyone turns a corner.
executing from this
That's nice.
area. A flashed Miniboo is one which no longer feels comfortable to stay on the
They
line.
go through the TP
Taking
and then
down
they can
inside
fish or
of the
retake.
Molly, but Heretics still have 3 players towards hookah. That's the strong side. All with Phantoms, ready to spray through this smoke at a moment's notice. Comeback trying to fight it. It's
They wanted
Benji
to go
with them
aggro
both.
because there was so many
And
ults
now
they didn't want to
twice
sit
the
on site.
numbers.
Oh, nice shot.
Quickly equalised. Mini and Prox, one of them detained, but he's got onto the other side of the wall. The lip deleted.
It's a
by
solid
the
combo.
orbital strike, and now it is just Mini. Out in
Dude,
the
wingman
open.
again?
There
Oh
is
yeah,
no
chill with the
chance.
util, man.
Brilliant
Jesus
to claim
Christ.
him. And for all we talked of ultimates, they've been thrown at that round with Heretics coming out the better.
Yeah, I mean, that's the big aspect of it, right?
I mean, it's
Two
still nice from
ultimates
Heretics though. Good
invested
understanding of
from
the
either
rounds,
side,
all the ults
and
used
while
in.
Heretics come out on top with still some
I don't even
in
think
the
the
back
plan from
pocket,
Gentlemates was that
which
bad
will
to go
be
aggro and hookah.
heartbreaking for the French side as the
They should have got
fans
more out of that than
still
nothing.
try to give a little bit of boost to the players.
Yeah. Look, you can't fault them. Trying to resuscitate this Gentlemate side who, even making it to champs if we're talking all the way for them to keep their spot, let alone ascension from playoffs, which does feel that much more doable, although improbable right now.
Fade eye over towards
Pushing the
Showers.
previous
Didn't
stage
hit any.
sells you short.
I think the saving grace for Gentlemates with this buy is the fact that it is bind and it is close quarters, and there is 3 stingers in which to walk.
Got an extra one at the back, man.
And uses his ultimate at the
Ah,
right
dude.
time. As
How is there
Heretics
so many
confirm
heavy
an
defense-sided
advantage for the second half.
games, man?
Leveling them
Every
there
map.
and setting us up for another gun round between the two teams. at the play here, it was just util straight through the TP. This is something mates did a lot themselves with the Waylay, one of its tools, and I have to say too, Comeback has done a pretty decent job at closing the gap to the site, and the light speed means that
last
he
time
can
out for
sort
them.
of path kind of however he wants because he gets both dashes.
Yeah.
However, we need to see a little bit more follow-up off of it because sure, he can blitz his way past that first line of utility from the Viper, but we need to see a little bit more here. And I think I preferred the slower rounds that they were playing where Mini was really calling them an advantage.
Yeah, I mean, as well, this is now what the
Ray's not better.
used, I believe,
I mean,
as well. So, with that being said,
yeah, maybe.
it now gets a bit
I
more
think so,
worrying
but
when we think about that
I
second
don't know. Waylay's still
half,
pretty
right? Because there's gonna be
unexplored, so
no
that
interjection
there's
for
still
the coaches,
potential.
no chance at being able to
Again, I've
stop
just
if
never seen a
Heretics
good
are the
attack
ones
with a
who start
Waylay
off
yet.
quicker and we end up in like
I'm not sure it's
much worse
possible.
deficit. Yeah, I mean,
Actually, not
Heretics
sure
were
it's
able to do it.
possible.
Why not Gentlemen?
Okay, okay. Look, I invite
Unless
the
you're just a
possibility.
distraction to get through the choke, but
As we said before,
I'm not sure that's much of a thing.
Gentlemates have dared to dream many a time. The run which they made with Team SBG all the way back in the French League until now.
Wait, what map do you play on, Bacan?
Oh, so straight into the round already without the HUD, but we'll get that fixed for you in just a moment. What I can tell you is that there is a flank coming in from Heretics nice and early. They've already pushed 2 players up through
Yeah, what's going
Fountain.
on?
Nightfall sent them packing. There's a serious problem on the back line.
Oh, and the players aren't even aware of it. The Nightfall not catching anything, so still hanging about here, Gentlemates. I mean, at the same time, Heretics right now, like what
I mean, they got the
what
kill, they
came
got out
for,
of
they've
there,
got
and
the
then
advantage, and now they're dipping off.
they are sticking around a little
And
bit.
that's the way that you've got to play it, because all of this is eating into the time bank as well. Further grains of sand hitting the bottom of the hourglass as Gentlemates are
What's
slowly
the score?
shifting their way back
7-2,
up
I think,
Yeah.
to
the spawn
Heretics.
barrier.
The worst part about
Pretty
this
sure
is
that's
if you
right.
go towards the Gecko, on the attack side, he has no more utility to use. Really, it's just the wingman.
believe they'll get the
See,
UI
exactly,
back next. I'm
which
not
is
going to draw
going
it.
to be great for trying to bust through the chokes.
How much utility gets committed here by Prox? Do they really want to send this execution, or is it just a fake? The wingman goes out, but without the
Pulls the
spike in
rotate
its
for a
hands.
little bit.
And with Prox's
Not too
position in
much.
short, you can see the Gentlemates are looking to take the A site.
Yeah, Boo
It's
still
4
got a molly.
versus 5 situation. They're a man down and there's just not enough time. 15 seconds. Finally, the next drop of blood hits
Oh.
the canvas.
Whoa.
And it's Kamek to release
Wait, they're
it.
crunching
2
in, but
more
they have
shots
no
of
idea about the other.
impossible.
No, guys, not like this.
Into Benji.
Oh,
And that's
dude.
why he's done it almost all by himself.
Dude, he
One is
just wasn't
a
found there the whole
mission
time, and they thought it was only him.
impossible for Mini, as Mini Boo will finish it off for Heretics.
Yeah,
I
and
mean,
they
that's
thought they owned it with the
absolutely
amount of B pressure,
spectacular.
so they
The way
really
that when
didn't
you
expect them to be
see
too.
Heretics bait for Benji and just being able to drop the spike on the floor right here, buying as much time as possible. And well, from there on, like, if you come off the spike and get the kill, the last remaining player on Heretics
Yeah,
just
it was a
runs
great
away
bait on
and
this.
you've won the round.
Like moonwalking into his utility round. I've never seen the Astral Form peak back turned before, but
Astral Form Peak's
learn
crazy.
something new every day.
That's crazy work.
But I must say, Heretics are looking just as good as they did the last time we saw them on this map. And sure, you may be calling into question the fact
How
that
many are they on now? 8?
it's just been defender side after defender side all
Wait, I should do
damn
this fast.
day. But we're also on a deciding map, and if you want to go off trends, Gentlemates, the amount of times they've
yeah.
found themselves in this position and fallen short, it requires a
good.
Herculean effort.
That it does. And there needs to be a lifeline for that effort to work in the second half. And we're already, it's just bleeding, hitting Gentlemates of any sort of life force. They're trying to pivot towards the B site, but the rotations are quick from Heretics, they're fast.
They've already got the setup here as well. Benji
Wait, that's
using his
sick.
own orb to just play
Wait,
around
that
with
orb's
his
sick.
food on the site.
You can hide him
Devoured
on the
one at
edge
a
of it.
time.
That's so cool.
Come back to close.
Always a chance.
The poster boy of the next generation of Turkish talent. Can he do it here?
Damn,
No,
dude, Wu,
revealed,
he's just too good, man.
traced by the terror trail through the tube. It's Woot
Last round in the
to
half.
put a stake in the heart of Gentlemate's chances. They've got one more opportunity on this half, Cairo, with plenty of ults to throw at it. But rounds like this just look a little bit too lost for my liking.
Yeah, and that's the worst part, right? And it feels like
The fade is so good.
that as loud as the fans are being, it's the sound in the server that matters most.
Double
and
up.
right now,
You got
Gentlemates
a
have not
backup
got
gun.
much
Yeah,
of a
I saw it
response
for
to
Boo.
how Team Heretics are playing. It's going to be a big ultimate round as it's the last of this first half.
They
and
picked the right
there's
side
plenty in
though.
the
2
pockets
here.
of both teams. It's going to be a quick play through Showers, as we see right now. Miniboo supported
Dude,
by
the smoke on Heaven, but he just plays in front of it.
Already got the kills that they were looking
Viper
for.
goes down the side, they might be able to rush through.
Plant's going to come in, but so much space kept held onto by Heretics.
Yeah, that there is, but Combat's gone looking for more and got one for it. 2 versus 3, and it's in favour of the French side, but this
He
could
has
easily
no
go
idea.
away.
The mini pushed all the way
French
through
needs
as
to
well.
try and clutch up.
Oh, wait, was that a sound from...
Now you can maybe use that to work with, maybe beat out a peak, and as both players are basically fully disconnected. Vekaj low on health as well, but it's the time
No
that's
way.
most important, and you know that Mini knows that. He wants to try and get the player off the spike.
Full stick!
And he's trying to
Holy,
go
he tried to
for
full
it,
stick and put the...
It's just a bit too cheeky.
Okay.
Gentlemates
Well,
will get that lifeline that we
3.
spoke about.
Why is this always
Another
the
9-3
score?
half, not the first that we've seen. Defender-sided dominance is the
It's a nice
headline
try.
for this
You
game,
gotta give him a nice try
as
for
are
that.
the comebacks. Could there be one more on the cards? Gentlemates will take the stage and we'll find out after the break.
One enemy.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Surely Heretics don't lose this. I mean, it's not like we've seen many convincing attack halves. It would be wild if this got to a second, a third overtime, I guess. If they just win a pistol, it will be relatively easy, though. Was the Liquid series worth a watch? If you're a Liquid fan, yeah, I think so. If you're not, it was a bit of a stomp. By a bit of a stomp, I mean it was a big stomp. Is Angel retiring? Mate, I don't know.
Time in this series, Heretics
wait a
lead
bit.
at the half,
There's still a
led
chance,
by
man.
scoreline
You're not
which
a believer?
separates the two by 6 rounds. Gentlemates onto this map had shown some of what they could do against Foot the other day, but with a tape in play and Heretics just looking so
Do you think wins
efficient
champs?
in
No
how they
idea,
shut
man.
down many of
Got
these
no idea.
rounds. It's a ridiculous effort required to stoke the dying embers of their relegation
Like-
campaign.
Fnatic, Genji, Paper X, good chance at the moment.
Gecko comp made up 39% of all Biden comps played last
Just
year.
say DFM, that's true. I
Extremely
almost
interesting,
forgot
always
them.
looking to try and innovate.
Or just be most effective and create their own norms, I suppose.
Yeah.
I mean, even here, seeing Woot on the fade, one of now a list of 9 agents that he has in his repertoire. Waylay debuted in the first map of this series. But 2 overtimes later, here we are. Another pistol round.
I need a stop.
Base defense starting with props, firing a couple shots down the length
3
of
in
short.
sight, Kamek has a flash.
Should very quickly be removed from position. Lamps under the Heretics banner as they move into post.
This is gonna get weird.
Down and the space being taken.
Gotta
We're
know they're
looking
gonna
at
late
Benji
push Showers.
late through Showers, but
Clear.
Boo
Ball
still has
out.
Molly.
Yeah, that's huge. Benji on a dime though here. Needs to
they
try and
like a
take
nice
some of the
count.
fights. His Sheriff's been so good this stage. But it's not the shots he was looking for. Down to 10 HP. The health pool on Heretics starting to dwindle as mates begin
we're
to
just gonna
work
stick
on
this?
that spike defuse.
Molly comes in a little
His
late.
hands are
Wait, what
busy.
is that
He's gonna
hit off
hold
of?
the line the entirety of the way through.
don't-
The rest of the mates
I
have
don't know what
got
the
his
Molly
back,
hit off of,
and
but it
between
went
the two
flying.
controllers, they keep the tempo even.
I don't know if it hit off the truck or
And
if someone booted it or what.
Is that's the way you want to start your comeback, right? With a pistol round, with the anti-eco.
Where do we end on the pistol rounds? 1-1, 4-2. Dude, the overview of this molly could be good. I don't actually know what it got. I think it hit the truck.
On defense in the retakes, we know that Gentlemates like to burst back in together. It was a
Yeah,
missed
it did.
molly actually.
It did hit the
Bounced
truck.
off the wheel or something.
Yeah, but I also think that molly was far too late anyway, so I don't think it would have stopped the defuse.
Yeah, he's not wrong.
Again, another
Nice
post.
shot.
Oh,
Wait, they do it back to them?
Kamek has no head.
When Comeback did it,
Yeah, they
brought
do it back to
Gentlemates
them.
to
That's
a
kind of
post
sick.
plant, one which Heretics
The
were
timing of the
able
push
to
through this wall is
retake
incredible, though.
convincingly, and
if he
here,
can
Vekaj
get over
has the
towards this
monopoly
angle
on
and hold this down, they
information.
can
He will
get 3 on
begin to work
sight.
his way towards short and claim further knowledge about what the setup for Heretics looks like. They are building their forces outside of B.
The
Taking
only
it from
thing that
long
really
sides, and
owns
there
this
is
is
no
if they
second
overplay
player.
it a little bit in the TP.
No second option, I should say. They can't go A. It's an all-in.
Oops.
Have to
Hog
Honestly, you're having such a good game.
It's
Oops.
definitely not. And now
Oh, wait,
there's
that's
that
meant to go there. Wait, that's sick.
Flash missing out the Dizzy. It does at least grab one, but Mini playing in front of the utility, looks to try and collect all the players, and he makes it look easy.
little bit of missed utility perhaps.
Oh my goodness.
God, what's going on? I don't know.
This is another Coldplay moment.
Perhaps.
Here's a peekaboo right here as Miniboo gets the entry into the round, and I mean, from here, just a shoot flip gallery, and Mini just trying to warm up into the second half.
Let's go.
Keeping the energy up, one step at a time.
Couldn't
Comeback
resist
now
that
with
one,
the outlaw
Bacon.
in his hands.
It was gifted.
Starting off towards A, using the light speed immediately, getting on top of Truck. How proactive do mates want to be here, though? We saw Vekaj walk the whole way up. He's managed to take the orb this time. They walk the line. There is balance to this.
Yeah, don't want to be too aggressive, don't want to give anything away to Heretics and allowed into this round.
Especially when you have comeback in that position.
Yeah. That site could feel like a house of cards sometimes.
As soon as he takes this first shot, Prox has the Astral Star in play, ready to project a Nebula there and
Spectra.
give him a little
They
bit
leave
more
one in
cover.
showers.
So, as we
So
say,
they got the
setup
option to
is mostly
TP.
for the A side for Gentlemates. They have 3 players stationed here currently. And he does still have the Viper Wall and there's been...
Oh, I wonder, is Heretics right now thinking about potentially a late pivot through the TP?
Yeah, it's enough
All that
util. I mean,
utility expended, it's
if
maybe
this guy
trying to
didn't use
fake
util,
out,
then
but
they would TP. If they use util,
I don't
then
know
that.
about that,
No,
They're
that,
just
that
kidding.
position.
This is a B execution.
Does keep
especially
3 over
with
towards
Rian's
there,
now
though.
pathing through the cave to support the rest
30
of his team.
seconds
As I
left.
said, Mini still has the snake bite. There's a
Oh,
one
dude,
fit
Mini
here as
burst
well.
to
They
send
can
it, but he's
stall
only
out
got one
as long as
satchel.
those toxins will last.
Very limited with the
Astral
send
utility
potential.
arriving to 20-second mark hit. Finally, Heretics needing to make a move. Miniboo at the front of the queue, taken down by Kamek with
Did they
this
dizzy
sheriff
both at
in
the
hand.
same time?
Has to get this spike plant in, and Vekaj up so close with the stinger, could play to deny it, but shut down with an
Spike
even
planted.
trade. 3-on-3 mates still without the weapons.
Yeah, I mean, Comeback still has that refract, so he can take that first engagement and get out, but there's still
Oh, that
no
extra
utility
smoke, though.
that the attack have to delay, and that's
It makes
through
it
that
pretty
last
rough.
smoke used.
Staving off this push. Elbow still out in the open air. Comeback forced to hold on this angle as the rest of his team group up to make the play. Kamek empty utility belt. No chance for an easy defuse here. You've got to go right under the nose of Heretics and the watchful eye of Boo. Calling the shots. Commander-in-Chief. It is
Okay, made it
comfortable
look
for
comfy.
them to take 10.
Yeah, double digits.
The
now.
Astra, no, the
They're
smoke on
within
side helped them a
touching
lot.
distance in sight of that final round, but they will be taking. I'll take a few to get there. Yeah, overall, nice in the end. Gentlemate's doing well to keep it close and make it interesting.
Amazing,
again,
boys. Benji, good job, baby.
Okay.
It's just the experience shown in that post.
Yeah, here we go, though.
I
This
don't know,
really
man.
is the
Maybe that's what it
round.
takes to get to a grand final. Just have a flourishing
We either
relationship
start
between
getting a
two of
repeat,
your players. You've got Boaster
or
and
we
Crashies,
just
you've
snowball and kind of end it easy.
got Benji and Rians. I know
Anyone
there are
close to
probably
their
a few Cats
ults?
fans
No one's
around
close to
here
their
as
ult.
well.
Yeah, that's true. But they haven't made a grand final, so
Let's not fan the fire anymore. 10-5 as it stands. Heretics in a position of power, one which could continue to creep in their favor. When you look at the money of Gentlemates, this one simply has to land. You've just not
Smoke,
got enough
fade eye, molly
opportunities
over towards long.
to make this comeback feel real.
So they know that they have long control. Gunner's comeback on.
was given away, but finally will be through that prowler. Comeback still reserved in his positioning.
The shoulders, the 18-year-old again.
Oh,
He's
it was
risen
good
to
though.
the task so far in this map, but the plant has been slowed at the very least. Now position
kill.
revealed. Vic has
Man,
dropped.
Benji's really popping off this
He's
map.
just come back in a position right now where he can challenge Heretics. The horn coming in.
You know, Props
Molly
just
stops
wants
the
a time,
plant.
He wants a chance to bust out from the smoke.
All of them do.
They got 3 here.
Powder keg back
Oh.
sight, and Gentlemates
Oh.
are finally ready
Oh.
to play. Here is Prox onto the bench, sits
30
down 2
seconds left.
players, and now they've got numbers. It's back towards B and a huge 1 versus
Great
1.
molly, man.
Kamek looking to find Miniboot. Decayed all the way down. He just
Oh
needs
my
one,
god,
but
dude, that's
can't
sick.
buy the
Miniboot
time.
did great
The
as
rotate's
well.
coming late. The spike is in, and we're all even.
That's what we are, and there's no
That Gecko
utility left
flash
for the
was
attack. So right now, they have to depend on gunfights and playing off of one another.
Incredible.
Comeback at the front. Rest of mates
Right there.
falling
Dude, all
behind
3
him
here,
as
it's actually kind of rough.
Heretics have dropped off into elbow, and there's no utility to
No
stop Mr.
way,
Q's
the
worried to
two-
be stuck, but
two
it's Reeves
passing,
instead, the Dons, the cape
making
again.
lots of
Mini
sounds.
trying to make it happen. Needs a masterclass in this 1v1 where he's got his back turned. He's completely lost Woot. Has no idea where he is. Still double checking the spray. Runs out of
that's it,
bullets.
pretty much.
And that might just
That's
be
pretty much it.
Gentlemates out of chances in this
Dude, it got weird because the
series.
2-person running,
Finally,
it felt like the comms
Heretics
came in, so they
with
both
a
looked over towards
massive
spawn.
lead,
Then they
and
got
one
killed
in
by this
which
guy,
they could
and
convert
then
from. And you look at
then I wasn't
Gentlemates,
sure that
you
it
look
was
at their
they had
buy,
2-person
it
running.
seems like it's one step
Definitely knew where he was.
too far right now. Especially when you think of the
Dude,
advantage.
they've lost 2
in the
1v1s
round
from
they
someone
had.
running out of bullets.
Kamek
It's
didn't need
devastating.
to sit backside. They could have easily just dipped out and waited for the support.
Guys,
but
look.
instead,
Are you
no.
ready? I'm a f***ing Spider-Man, bro. I'm spitting on them. Pew, pew, pew.
He had spells, and now we've got spider webs.
Maybe that spider earlier is what's
Yeah.
helped him out.
Did it bite him on the forehead?
Perhaps.
Heretics, this is nothing out of the supernatural from them. We expect them to close, and as I said before, every time these 2 clubs have faced, it's always gone the distance. But now,
Okay, worth pointing out,
something a little bit more
Gentlemates
convincing
just
on a
forced
map
into this
which
one.
typically was always a strong
Double
part of their
judge.
pool, feels
Oh, over
important,
towards short.
but the
Well, they know about one of the
strength
judges
the
now.
region as a whole, this was one of the questions
They pretty
that
much
we
get the
raised
info that they
about them with
forced.
the shift that we've seen from stage to stage.
Problem right now for Gentlemates is that 4 of their weapons thrives at close range, right? As soon as you start to take those longer lines of sight, that's where Heretics are going to thrive. It's only really Vekaj that can live with that, right, through his Guardian.
And he's the player in position to take that first jewel on the chin. Stalwart in position.
Does the Viper get
not
back in the
able to
ult?
get out of tower.
No.
Kamek in backside as well, playing with the
30
stinger.
seconds left.
Got to get up in the grill of Heretics, and when they try and
Heretics
do
handled this really well.
it, Benji just shuts it down immediately. Comeback trying to pounce, nearly had the pit in transition, but it's all falling apart. They know where Mini is, and Mini Boot will sit him down. 5 versus 2, no weapons to save, no money, no silver linings for Gentlemates.
Yeah, they got nothing.
Heretics have them exactly where they want them. Just waiting to walk out and seize that 12th round for themselves.
Enemy remaining.
That's exactly it. Last couple players looking to get it finished off right here, right now. Finally,
7 chances
we
for Heretics
reach
to end it.
map
And they got great
series point,
ults.
And it's one in which you
Got
expect
Razor
Heretics
to
convert.
take sight, Viper ult to win the round.
Heretics fans in the crowd waving goodbye to what could be Gentlemates' stead in the top flight, you have to say. I mean, look, you go down 0-2 here. As I said before, there are no easy games. It just feels so difficult for them to turn this around, and there are so many positives to take from this series at the same time, not just for the players, for the squad as they're continuing to develop. The problem is, you just don't have the time.
Yeah, and the worst part is, as you look towards future games that potentially Gentlemates could have to play, Giant X in form, BBL as well.
It's a lineup with 4 out of the 5 players being different from when they last faced Heretics in the league back in kickoff. A new caller, a new system. The results have improved.
3 person on
Heretics
site, but
are a level
I mean,
above.
it's just if they can get a kill
Those 30
without the Razor
seconds are
getting
spent
anything.
fairly idly. Heretics just being diligent across the map, now grouping up for the short hit. Woot is the one detached from the pack.
The explosion comes through, and well, Heretics get basically all of the site for free. The showstopper, even Nets come back as that spike goes down.
I mean, that is it.
Immediately, everything taken
Yeah,
away.
they've only
Now
got
Gentlemates
Astro,
have
that's
nothing
it.
to fall back on.
And everyone's
There's a
playing in
cosmic
front of it
divide here
apart from
from
Boo.
Box, which should
And
force
Boo still
Heretics
has
to be
Molly.
finding more on site, but Boo still has his Molly. He can sit back and make it work.
Well, Woot tries to take a step too far
Oh,
here.
yeah,
but
yeah.
set
I will
up
say the
Mini
Gecko
Boo.
Yuto's
He
been
makes
incredible.
It look good, and Heretics
Like
make
Rienz
it
and
look
Woot
easy.
played so well.
Whatever challenge you face them, whatever gap they have to come back from, they are ready.
Okay,
to
mad
do
game,
it.
man.
This is
Gentlemates
a
got to feel
team
like they
built on those
had to and maybe should have
experiences
done
and
it
showing
too.
it reaching new heights today. Such a professional performance.